So last week we ripped open a COVID-19 swab test pack. We tested it against 3 different samples, the first being saliva, then we tested raw chicken and fake crab meat. We wanted to see how this swab test was going to react against different proteins and fats. We also broke open the little electronic testing device, and the results were pretty interesting actually.
That's a piece of a bristle, just in portion of that meat. Yeah, zoom in on that thing. Okay, so there is a piece of a bristle.
Whoa.
It's mushroomed out of the edge of the meat there. Oh, alright, who kicked it? Who bumped it?
Sorry. That's my fault. There we go. There's that mushroom.
So it's very strange how it's stuck into the meat sample and the mushroom end is sticking out.
If it could stick into a meat sample, couldn't it stick to something inside your nose, way up there?
Still very bizarre. Maybe zoom out of that area and kind of walk around and see if there's any other barbs nearby, you know? Maybe back up. Yeah, kind of walk up the edge of that continent. There's one. There's a bristle to your left. See it? Right there. It's like one little section of a piece.
We should do an individual test and where we just rub the swab on a piece of meat and see if anything comes off of it.
Yes, that's a good point. Okay, we do still have go ahead and stop it. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just go ahead and get a clean piece of glass. Here, maybe you can record. Okay, so what we're going to do next, since there's still a good third of this that is bristled, we're going to rub a piece of meat. Should we do chicken or crab?
Chicken.
Chicken? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Alright, so we'll start with a fresh, clean piece of glass. And not to confuse the two, we will go ahead and start with chicken, because it's America's favorite meat. And so I'm just going to rub this all over the meat as if it was to be rubbed into the nose. That seems to be working pretty well. Oh, good, and it rubbed off a piece of the meat. So that saves us having to cut it. Okay, so that's just like rubbed as it would be in your sinuses. And this seems to be...
taking off chunks of your sinuses with it.
Yeah. Or something. Okay, I'm trying to get as much meat off the swab as possible. Alright, now let's get a clean piece of glass to cover it with. Okay, so in this test, we've got, yeah, as you can see there really well, piece of chicken meat that is thinly shredded off there with swab wiped around and embedded. So we will test this. Is the GoPro battery dead?
Yeah.
Okay. And what we're looking for here is pieces of the bristle and the meat, just from a wipe being wiped over. And there's a bristle. It looks pretty well embedded. And lots of bubbles, probably moisture, air gaps. Yeah, go back over to the left.
Oh, there.
Yeah, what do we got there? Let's zoom in on that. That almost looks like some kind of... It's a lot smaller than the rest of the bristles we've seen, so... Yeah, let's focus in on that thing. What do we have there? Yeah, come back a little. There we go. Kind of walk around that object. I'd like to put some heat on that thing. What do you think?
Yeah.
And one more time for heat. We'll keep it about 2-3 inches away. See if this object moves any.
It's forming that mushroom shape again. Look.
Maybe walk down to the bottom, or go down towards the tail end of it.
Use the section out of the meat.
Yeah, can we zoom in on that tip, the end of that? Yeah, look at that. Maybe walk back up to where it enters the meat, or there's seems to be a section where it's half and half. Okay, I'm going to back off with the heat, see if anything happens in a cooling reaction. It's odd that that strand is a lot smaller than the rest and more loose or more flexible than...
Let's go up and see if the other strand was found.
A big one?
Yeah.
There's one. To your left and up a little bit. What time is it, say?
37.
Okay. It's past all of our bedtimes.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Hey, what did that go up a little bit? See that one curly Q right there to the right? That thing right there. Kind of looks like eyelash.
There's a fiber right there.
Should we apply heat to that? Yeah, let's just apply heat to that and we'll call it quits for tonight.
Yeah.
we've all got stuff to do.
My main question is, why does it open up like a mushroom? Is there something in there that's coming out, or is it just the
Yeah.
heat being applied to it that's making it?
Right, that's causing it to change in its
Yeah.
physical shape. One's up, battery just quit on the heat,
Oh.
so it does look more.
That is odd that they would mushroom out.
Yeah. Walk it back over towards where it's in the meat,
Okay.
and we'll see if we can focus on what that looks like. Okay, so it's quite a bit of depth there that you can't tell. But definitely an interesting... Oh, look, it's working all the way back up into the meat up there, yeah. Probably. Okay. Well, I don't know if we found out anything super interesting, but definitely worth checking out.
Yep.
Yep.
So, good fun. Good test. Just crack this thing apart and see.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay.
This.
There we go.
Ooh. Got some meat in here. Everything's a little more complex than I thought. So it's got this tube thing. See if I can pry that out. Pry this out maybe. Oh, there's that. Here, let's take this over here to the light.
What is this?
What in the heck is going on with this? Look at that.
Could you plug it in somewhere? Like, I don't know.
That is a complex test. So the swab thing goes into that hole. And as you can see, there's this like little mirror, shiny reflector over top of that. And it goes through these glass tubular
Maze.
channels. Yeah. Okay, let's peel this off
Yeah.
and see what's inside here. Maybe. See if there's some Benadryl in here or something. It looks like a medicine packet. Well, that's really on there, so let's get like a... Here, you record that. I'm gonna get like a tiny little pick and pick that apart.
Maybe we should do that.
Oh, it's liquid.
What?
Yeah, there's like liquid gel stuff down in there. Look at that. You can see how it's shiny? Watch, I'll get it on the end of this spike. It's literally like a liquid in there.
And then liquid in that thing too.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
What if you mix those two parts together?
It'll make like a JB Weld epoxy.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's liquid in that thing. And what do you want to bet this one's got liquid in it too or something? What look at that. So there's like liquid in this one, that one, and this one.
Could we real quick
This
run
is
it under
almost-
the microscope?
This is almost more interesting than...
Do they put the swab in this thing first?
No, you swab yourself and stick the swab in here. And
Okay.
it does some kind of a readout to this thing
Oh, so it's a...
or something. And it hooks up to your phone and gives a signal in like a 30-minute readout.
How does it sense that the swab has been
Hey,
placed?
do we saw that?
Inside?
Let's pour this liquid. Let's pour these 3 liquids onto the
Slide?
yeah. Let's test it on the slides and see what the microscope looks like. Want to real quick?
Yeah.
The swab goes into this channel, and you have this little reflective piece here. These were aluminum foil that was closed, and we opened it up with a pick, and lo and behold, I don't know if you can tell, but there's liquid inside each one of these channels. You can see it there. So why there's 3 separate channels and why there is some liquid in each one, I don't know. But it goes to this little BIOS looking chip that is an 8-prong chip. Sends some kind of a readout to your phone or a Bluetooth device. So what we're going to do is pour this liquid out that we just opened. So this will be the first pour. There's some there, and then this will be the center pour. There's a few bubbles in that one. Okay. Put that here. This one is out of the main run. Nothing fancy there.
Tiny bubbles. Bubble.
Alright. If you guys have any ideas,
Magnification.
leave some questions, leave some comments. Leave your thoughts
Sure.
down in the comments.
Yeah,
So,
We'll certainly try to explore your comments,
yeah.
ideas, feedback.
All right. Thanks for watching.